Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And I'm just so glad to have you all today on today. And I'm excited to hear. I'm just really tongue twisted today. We have a Jupiter Venus conjunction going on, and I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. So.
Awesome.
So we have Tanys and we have Miss Jacqueline, and I can't wait for you guys to log on and we can start reading for you.
Awesome. So my name is Tanys Coughlan, Twillow Lifestyle Community, the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. I'm a Reiki Master, Celtic Shamanic High Priestess, Galactic Ambassador, and a channel. And I'm excited to be here with you all tonight.
Yay.
Yay. And thank you. I'm Jacqueline Richards, author of Yoga for Your Personal Finances. I'm a mortgage consultant and I love teaching yoga.
Can you show us that book again, please?
Absolutely.
We would like to see your book. Yeah, little
There
higher,
it
please.
is.
There we go.
There we go.
And then here's me on the back with hair. But life happens.
We change styles.
So tell us a little bit more about your book and where people can buy it.
Sure. I wrote this book because I found no one takes long, deep breaths when they're talking about things that are impacting them in their lives. Maybe it's their family members, maybe it's spouses, maybe it's the kids. And when you're having these thoughts about, oh my gosh, what can I do? You get tense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know people who get tense when they're talking about things like my job and it's stressing me out. I don't know if I can stay. I don't know if I can keep it. I don't know if I want to keep it. And then you take that beautiful long deep breath and you lift your shoulders and you take them back and drop them down and you think, I can be here. And that's why I wrote this book. I wrote this book and I'm teaching you about yoga. I'm teaching you how to take a look in different ways about currency, money, owning your own home. Maybe you don't want to own the own home. Maybe you want to invest. There are ways to look at being happy and being wealthy. And it's not about the cash. It's about what's in here. So I wrote the book, Yoga for Your Personal Finances. It's about practical and spiritual solutions for wealth. And I wrote that thinking it was just my idea, which indeed it was. And people said, oh, that can't go together. How can you add yoga and money and chakra energies? And Tanys will speak to that. But the chakras come in play as well. Mm-hmm. So when I wrote the book, it was, how can I help you find what you're really looking for? So as a life coach and a health coach, this book made perfect sense to me. And it made perfect sense to many people who said, hey, I want to take your course. I want to learn more about that. And Tanys can tell you about that with Twillow Academy. There's so many people who are doing exactly what I'm thinking and what Michelle's thinking. There's so much here for us to help you with. There's so much for you to learn. And then you can pass it on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And what
Awesome.
you described, Jacqueline, is called Hatha Yoga in Vedic philosophy, and it's yogic. And it's basically how to manage resources, money, and finances in a way that is good, is dharmic. So yeah, it's all tied.
Awesome.
See, the things you learn, even when you think, I got this, and then it's, well, there's more. There's more. There always is. I'm so excited.
There's
Thank
always
you.
more for us to learn. You know?
Yeah.
Always.
So tell us more about the Academy, Tanys.
Mm-hmm. So Twillow Lifestyle Academy, started it 2 years ago now, and started with just me, and there are now 9 of us teachers in all different specialties, teaching everything from yoga to astrology, Vedic astrology with Michelle, as well as mediumship with Ramsey, and there's all sorts of other stuff. I mean, I could go through everything, but that would take up the whole show. We don't want to do that. So stay tuned to the website. We're putting up new classes all the time. So it's basically the sections or the areas that we look at are like health and wellness. And then there's energy healing stuff. And then there is metaphysical stuff. So we kind of do a wide range. And of course, the thing that goes across all of that is energy And we are energy. We are spiritual beings. So spiritual and energy is the focus of the school. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, we have awesome teachers, and I am thrilled and honored to call them all friends. So, it's lots of fun. And we have also the membership site, which all the teachers contribute stuff to. And that's a growing thing. We're creating a community, and looking forward to having you all join us.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm excited too. And I don't know if our comments are coming through.
We have one there.
Yeah, I just did a test, and only 2 of the things are coming through. So hopefully we can get to your comments, guys, and your questions.
Yeah.
But
I think I have a few there. Yep. Oh, now they're coming in.
Okay. Well, I'm not getting them over here.
Oh, are you not? Okay.
No.
I can read them for you if you like, because I did get all of them come here on my comments. We got it from all of the usual pages. So we have a comment here from Jali. Good evening, awesome teachers. So thank you for joining us, Jali. And we have Zhao. Hey to you all. Any messages from my guides? Thank you. And Rachel Rose Farber is here saying hello. We're here. And Belkin Nagama, sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Hello, ladies. How are you? So we've got some stuff coming in. So we could start with our forecast.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to have to rely on you because I'm not getting any comments over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, we've got Zhao that's asked a question. So please feel free to put your questions in the comments.
And Rachel tipped. So I see your tip, Rachel. So you're going first.
Perfect. So she'll be first. Right. There we go.
All right. So I'm going to go over the astrological energies. Well, aside from not getting your comments, we've got some good energy actually today. We have a Jupiter-Venus conjunction in Pisces, and in Vedic astrology, a conjunction between Jupiter and Venus can bring out a range of effects. It brings out heightened creativity and artistic expression, a potential for increased wealth and prosperity, a tendency toward indulgence and excess. So, be mindful of potential excess in areas like spending and eating and drinking, and try to seek balance in self-care, moderation, yoga, all those good things. It also brings a potential for enhanced relationships and social connections. So that's really good. And Venus is associated with relationships and social connections. And then Jupiter is expansion and growth. So you put those two together and it's like, yay. So this is a really good time to build social connections and spiritual growth through a community. We have an amazing one. You can definitely sign up. It's TwillowLifestyle.ca. We have a membership, which is really awesome. It also brings heightened spiritual awareness and intuition because Pisces is a sign associated with spirituality. And Jupiter in Pisces just enhances these qualities. So this is a great time for engaging in spiritual practices, meditation, introspection, just overall feel good. And then what we're currently going through right now is a Sun, Saturn, Mercury conjunction in Aquarius. So that can bring it forth, and that's going to be until March 15th. So it's February 27th is when it's activated, and then it's going to end March 15th. So this can bring an increase in focus and knowledge and learning. It can bring pragmatism and practicality. It does bring some communication challenges because Mercury is the planet of communication, but Saturn's presence can create obstacles and delays. So it's important to be patient and persistent in any communication-related matters. This is happening over my moon, and I can't see your comments. Okay, so this is just an example. It also brings out inner reflection and introspection because the combination of this Sun and Saturn creates self-awareness. It's a good time to just reflect on your goals and values. But it also brings unpredictable changes because Aquarius is a sign associated with unpredictability. And when these 3 planets are in conjunction, unexpected developments in one's life or the world at large can be expected. So that's been activated. Next week, and I'll touch on this when we all meet, but actually we're not going to be here till the 8th. So our next full moon is on March 7th. It's in Purva Falguni. That's going to bring forth some really beautiful emotional and romantic energy, because Purva Falguni is associated with love and romance and sensuality. And let's see if I can find my card here. Here it is. There's Purva Falguni. So you can see all the people sitting on the bed there. It's linked to creative expression. It's associated with artistic expression, creativity. So this is a really good, this full moon on the 7th is a really great time to explore your creative side and engage in any artistic pursuits. It's great for socializing and networking. So because Purva Falguni is a really social nakshatra, as you can see. So this is a great time to connect with friends and network with like-minded individuals. It lends itself to self-care and pampering as well. So luxury, indulgence, do something nice, pamper yourself under this full moon. Now here's some negative side of this full moon. Okay. Purva Falgunis are very harmonious and they avoid conflict. So don't run into conflict avoidance. During this full moon, it's important to be mindful of conflicts that arise and work toward resolving them in a really peaceful and constructive manner. Don't just pretend they're not there. Okay. So that's the main energy for the week. You can read all of these ahead of time on twillowlifestyle.ca/members. If you're a member, you get all of this stuff a full month in advance. And, yeah, so I'm excited. And I know that Tanys and Jacqueline have more for you. And I just wish you all a wonderful week.
Hi, everyone. So what have we got this week? We have, they're telling us to trust our angels. Okay, so let go of the expectations of how you want your dreams to come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. So there's lots of changes coming, and we are trying to manifest what we think we want, but we don't have perfect knowledge, right? They have perfect knowledge. Our guides, our angels, they have the perfect knowledge. So we need to trust them in what they're doing. Okay, so that's one of the things. And right now, it's recommended we stay the course. So don't panic. It may feel like you're on the wrong path, but you're not necessarily on the wrong path. Okay, you're just experiencing a bumping start. And that is a bumpy start to the year. We've had a lot of energies doing this all year. All right. So they are helping us to ignite our courage and jump over some of these bumps in the road. Because really what's happening is that we're breaking down barriers. So there's a lot of stuff that's up in the air right now on the world stage, as well as individually. You may be going through some healing stuff. And that's all about breaking down these barriers, right? When you break down and cut down all this, like the dead stuff here, you start to have this new growth coming in. So I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So that's what's happening in the overall. To do that, we're clearing out our life, right? So we're renewing things, getting rid of clutter, whether it's physical or mental and emotional clutter, because we're ready for more. This one is specifically about career. It doesn't feel like it's just career right now. For me, the card says your career is growing and blossoming. Now it's time to make changes, the changes you've been contemplating. For me, we're ready for more. We're ready to bring more light. We're ready to bring more love and have it be part of our existence here on the earth. Okay. And so we're ready for that. We have to send it out to attract, right? What you put out comes to you. All is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I am here to help you every step of the way. So these are Archangel Michael cards. So he's there. So you see a portal. We've got this, opening of light right now. And this particular month that's coming, there's predicted to be a whole lot of solar storms. So what happens with the solar storms is the sun has all these storms and they kick out plasma that comes towards the earth. And we get jumps in our Schumann resonance, which is the vibration of the earth. Well, guess what? We're on the earth. And so we feel a little bump in the energy as those things come towards the atmosphere. So that is like a little window of time. And in doing that, we may go into this healing. There may be some of this stuff that happens, but ultimately it is really a good thing. They're also advising us take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. Okay? Because wherever our thoughts go, energy flows. So make sure that you're flowing it where you want it, right? Be mindful of that. Create your own reality. Knowing that you are protected. Okay. Michael is always there. Your guides are there protecting you. It is a time to bring in new education, new knowledge, tapping into wisdom that you may have from previous lives and all of that stuff. Okay. Read a book, find a mentor. You got a room full of teachers. Hint, hint, shameless plug. Okay. Moving forward. And what do you want to know? What kind of things do you want to learn, right? Find a book, read the book on it. It's the time to do that because you have a message the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom, right? We learn and share wisdom with each other. That is part of our journey here. We are always sharing wisdom. I always say I learn just as much from my students as they do from me, right? So step into that spotlight. This card also speaks to me about the light coming down. You see all that light coming down to surround the angel? That's like us. We got all this light coming down. So let's enjoy that, right? So we can start to reveal our radiance. This card's also about the pearls of wisdom that are coming in. So when you have light, it brings down light codes with it, which is actually inner wisdom. It actually triggers keys within our energetic system. We can start to have remembering about past lives and stuff that we've learned in previous lifetimes. That's going to help us to cultivate prosperity. Okay. So I think there will be a little bit of an upturn in some of the money stuff that's going on in the world in the next couple of weeks. I feel like it's going to just be a little one and then it's going to sort of level off again. And then we'll have to wait for a little bit more of an upturn. But I think at the moment, that's what it's looking like. But look at the end of the week, guys. Lots of growth, standing on the world, right? Look at all that power. So exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. So it looks like it's going to be a great week. We just got to hang on for the ride. All right. Hope that's helpful.
Well, I think Tanys and Michelle were speaking to me. I absolutely get that. So before we got on, I have to say I pulled a card, and I love this is my native spirit card deck, and I pulled this one, and it's gathering your tribe. Tanys had talked about like what is gathering your tribe? Bring the people who love you the most closer to you, because this is going to be a really interesting month. People are talking about that R word called recession, and maybe it's not as big as we think. Maybe it's bigger than we think. Any way you look at it, you want to know that you've taken care of you. And it means that your tribe is going to be alongside you, supporting you. I also thought that it would be a groovy idea to pull out my affirmation cards, because when you get up in the morning or when you go to bed at night, maybe there's something you want to speak to yourself about. Your tribe might want to hear about it. And this one, love the skin you're in. Perhaps you're going to take more walks. I know I've got a lot of snow, so I'm doing a lot of shoveling. So I'm working out. Maybe that's not what I want to do. Maybe it's about meditating. Love my skin. Love my clothes. Love my hair that I cut off. But I love it. Take care of, take care of your skin. Take care of yourself. You and your tribe.
So Jacqueline's having a bit of a technical issue.
Yeah. So we'll just, we'll just wait for that to catch up. But what I caught was great. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. It's just one of those days. I think it's that, Saturn, Mercury, like conjunction in Saturn, Sun, Mercury conjunction in Aquarius is causing some interesting energy for all of us today. It's like a mini retrograde. All right. You can always expect blocks and delays when Shawnee's involved. That's Saturn. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get to your questions. And our first one is Miss Rachel Rose Farber. Thank you for tipping. The reason we're going with her first is because she tipped. If you want your question answered, PayPal.me/astrological tarot in front of the line. And we'll also spend a little bit more time on you if you tip as well. Okay. It's also in the description. Okay. So Miss Rachel.
Did you get her question? Can you see her question?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, there it is. I actually logged in and logged back out. So, all right. So my question is in regard to a little hookup I had with a colleague. His name is Mike. I'd love some feedback on this, yes or no. And I'm about to turn down NYU, but I haven't sent that in an email. So for both questions, no. Okay. First one I got was the reverse death card for your relationship with this new guy. Death reverse does not indicate that anyone's going to die. It just indicates that there's been a failure to make major adjustments and to give new life to a relationship. And the stagnation has provoked serious consequences that are now coming to a head. There are some forces beyond your control that are going to compel you to end something that you would prefer not to end. And you're basically going to be forced to cope with a loss of a relationship or opportunity to create one. And it's going to bring a lot of transformation. And there's a lot of stuff about this person that you're not going to expect. Okay. Because it hasn't been revealed yet is what I got from this. And it literally says no, as far as the Enchanted Love Tarot goes. Okay. So basically, the basic problem here is that you may not be able to let something go to make room for something new. Resisting change can be painful, and it's best if you let go and let the goddess guide you. However, it is more than likely you're going to have to obtain help to pick up pieces of this relationship, or the big transformation will be scary and require a lot of difficult decisions. If you're willing to, if you try to resist any changes, you can repress your emotions. Stress, sexual urges, they can emerge inappropriately in the worst possible times. It may take professional counseling to help you deal with this situation. So what I got was, this is just kind of a mess. That's what I got. Okay. So I went to my other cards, and I got forgiving and learning needs to happen. Okay. There's some inner work that needs to happen. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. So like I said, resisting change, it can be painful. But these are some things that you need to work on a more personal level before you can enter into any kind of relationship. And I got that he needs to work on some stuff too. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I also pulled some other cards from my Love Tarot decks, and I got the Emperor reversed. Okay. This tells me that a parental or other authority figure, even a pedantic partner, is attempting to dominate you. So he might be a little too dominating, and there's just like not a balance there. Okay. The Emperor's controlling behavior manifests as an unwillingness to really engage with you in a reasonable way. And this card also indicates that you may rush into love before thinking things through. Okay. And then the second card I got was the High Priest reversed. And what this tells me is this brings confusion. Okay. You retreat from others to make sense of what you're hearing. You may feel dictated to and suffer due to another person's dogmatic attitude. So move away from this influence and regain faith in yourself. I wish I got better cards. I really do, because I'm excited for you finding love. But I got that this is not the moment, and that there are some things that you can just kind of work on a soul level to release and to heal. And I know Tanys and Jacqueline are going to have more for you, but I didn't tell you guys, I got a new deck. It was a gift from Jonathan, because I've had quite the week. And it's the Bhagavad Gita deck. And the card that I got for your energy, Miss Rachel, is a restless mind. Okay, it says, the yoga practitioner whose mind is unbridled can never attain self-realization. Only one who has mastered the self and who strives by right means is assured of success. So when I see the restless mind card, it tells me that you need to go in, practice some meditation, practice stillness, be in stillness, because that's really important for you to find and attract the right person. Because right now you have some forgiving and learning that needs to happen on an internal level before you can kind of maintain a successful relationship with someone and to attract the right person. Because when I get the reversed Emperor, when I get the reversed High Priest, that's usually a sign of a kind of a controlling dynamic. Okay. He's dominating. He was drunk. I wasn't. He's come on very strong. Okay, well, that would be it. Yeah, you don't want someone who's going to dominate you in a negative way. You need to practice. You have a goddess given gift to set boundaries and be respected, and in return, demand that respect in return. Because I mean, would you? Yeah. So I'm sorry I don't have better cards. I am glad to hear that I'm not completely off base here, because that was a really difficult reading for me to give you, because I got all these negative cards and went, I'm just going to say it. So I know it's terrible, but you will attract the right person once you do some of that healing. Okay, once you start doing some of the forgiveness work, once you go in and start being a little bit more still and controlling the restless mind. Okay, because when you have a restless mind, you can attract the wrong kind of people. I would know, because I struggle with the same thing. It's a Vata thing. All right. Oh, it's okay. It wasn't that bad. Okay. Well, thank you, Rachel. I'm going to let Tanys fill in the gaps for us, and I'm sending you lots of love. Okay.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah. So I think, part of this thing with Mike, the reason I was asking clarifying questions for what Michelle was getting. And so some of the reason there is there's some financial and career stuff that's going to get in the way. So I think there's something about his finances that you don't know. So it's probably just as well. Okay. I had to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So I think something's going to come up with that, and you're invited just to see it with compassion, but change the situation. So Archangel Michael says, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that'll help you work on your divine life purpose. Okay. So you deserve love was the other one that came up. So, that one can go either way for me. It was like, you deserve love, so not this, is what came through. You are lovable. It was a past life relationship. So you've known him before. So that's why, it probably felt passionate, because there's energy there. But I think you were just working something out with him. It doesn't feel like it's something that's going to prolong, because then I got letting go. Okay. So surrender to the ebbing, flowing of life, communicate freely. Shield yourself was the next one that came up around him. And knowing that you are protected, you're safe within my bubble of light, you can proceed with confidence. So proceed with confidence, meaning proceed away. Okay. Because if you've got that much protection that's required, then that's not a good relationship. Okay. The other part I feel is you're opening up to your spiritual gifts more and more. And you're not going to be able to be the real you, right? So they really want you to be the real you. And I don't think you'd be able to with this partner. Okay, that's what I was getting. So like Michelle, I think there's some healing to do. You have some, but I think he's got a whole lot more that you're not aware of in order to be able to do that. Okay. In terms of your NYU thing, clear, cancel, delete came through. Okay. And that's use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. So ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. And they're encouraging you to see yourself doing well in this situation, have faith in a positive outcome. So visualize what success means to you. That's what I would encourage you to do with this, to make that decision. What does success mean to you? What is your dream job? And does this get you there? Okay. If it doesn't, then maybe it's a different path. Okay. But they're urging you to be honest with yourself. You need to be fully honest with what that is and dwell in your truth. If you can do that, it's going to be much clearer, the decision that you need to make. Dwell in your truth and look deeper, right? They want you to really look deep to find out what that is. And that's going to reveal your radiance, or the pearls of wisdom that you need to make this decision. Because the last one is make a decision. Okay. But you really do need to do that inner work and be totally honest with yourself and visualize what it is that you want from your career. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Well, it looks like we lost Jacqueline. So we're just going to wait for her to come back.
Oh, dear.
I did pull another card for you, Rachel, because you tipped. I got the Knight of Wands. And so this goes right in line with what Tanys just said. He's a decision maker. He gets on his horse, he's got his wand, and he is going to where he needs to go. So basically, don't allow yourself to be kind of swept up emotionally by this. Follow your passion, if that makes sense, because this is a very fiery suit. Okay. Follow your passion. How do you want your day to look, and what do you want to do in life? And then just do it. But I got a not yet for responding to NYU. Give it some time. Spend some time meditating on it first. Okay. Don't just jump and do it. Okay.
Right. Be honest with yourself.
Bingo. All right. So we are sending you lots of love, Rachel. And thank you again for tipping. We appreciate you here every week. All right. So let's see. Jiao, I believe, is our next in line. Good to see you, Jiao. Hey, y'all. Any messages from my guides? Thank you. Okay. Well, I get the same message pretty much every time you come on, because your guides are like, this guy's spiritual. I got enlightenment. Connect to your true source to manifest your desires. The color purple here, it's associated with art, creativity, and spirituality. This is really activated right now because of the Jupiter Venus conjunction in Pisces. So this is, spirit is basically saying it's time to start taking a spiritual journey inside of yourself. And by connecting to this energy, you can redirect back to your true enlightened nature. Tanys has a channeling class. I took it. It's fabulous. I would recommend it to you. Additionally, this represents your crown chakra, also called the Sahasrara. And it's a purple chakra connected to your well-being, your body, and your spirit in this life. And if this energy is blocked, it fails to connect you to source. Okay. So set a clear goal of how you would like to connect with your higher self. You can choose to be a healer or practice a specific modality such as Reiki or any other modalities. We've got a ton of them at the Academy. You may simply just choose to meditate, and that's okay too. Everyone has a psychic ability and a way to connect with the divine. So open yourself up consciously to opportunities that will help you reach your goal. Additionally, to really enjoy living life on Earth, the more you can do to release any limiting programs or emotional patterns that you've been carrying around, the more quickly you'll be able to manifest your desires. So you can create life as you intend it and choose to live fully and achieve, real enlightenment where all things are possible. So I went to my new deck, which I absolutely love. Thank you, honey. And I got the protection card. Okay, it says, for those who worship me with devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have, both materially and spiritually. Start a practice. Connect with your guides. Go in. They're waiting to take your call. Okay, so that's the message from them.
I love that. They're waiting to take your call.
Yes.
Mine is similar. I got the be honest with yourself card. So there's something that you're kind of like, and I actually feel it's related to your spirituality. Like you're reluctant to step into this. And part of that is because you are powerful. You are a powerful spiritual being. And so you need to be honest with yourself about that. Pray from your heart. Okay, so prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So that would be them waiting for you they're waiting for your call. Okay. Then they're asking you to trust your angels, let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true, and trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Okay. So first, you're going to ask for what you would like, and that gives them permission to intervene. And then trust them that they got the answers for you. They're going to send you signs from above. Recognize those signs. The feather means something to you in this picture. Okay. You will manifest what you need. So you need to trust that. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing the assistance you need. So if there's something you're struggling with, you're going to pray about it, and then you're going to trust them, because you will be able to manifest it. So you're also going to envision exactly what it is that you hope to have or get or hope to come to pass. All right. They're reminding you to get your power back. Okay. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take that power back. So that goes with that be honest with yourself piece. Okay. You need to really be honest and trust in that power that's within, because you have this beautiful, I'm seeing like a beautiful diamond crystal in there that is just shining for you. So, just feel into that, because that's where you can get some of that inner power. And we're not talking power over here. We're talking that inner power, that self-empowerment stuff that is there. You just have to tap into that. Okay. Your vibration is raising. It's rising. Of course, the earth is rising, but you're on a track. Okay. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. And that's so that you can be a light to others. Okay. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. If you see this, this is that diamond energy I was talking about. See how he's holding it? It's like diamond energy in there. You just have to tap into that. There's so much potential in that. And one of the ways that you can tap into that is to play. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. When you play, you raise your vibration. Okay? So make sure you play. I know somebody said that to me the other day, and I was like, play. What do I consider play? Because oftentimes that changes, right? As we go through life, we change what play means to us. And that's okay. We just have to decide what play means to us right now. Okay? So you're working too hard, worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. And don't forget that diamond. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful glow from that heart chakra. Hope that's helpful.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, and I see that Jacqueline is back. Hey, Jacqueline.
There she is.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next question. And then we can, so that Jacqueline's in the know. All right, Jal, we're sending you lots of love. All right. So Jolly is next. May I please have a may I please get a general reading, please? And thank you. You are so very welcome, Jolly. And welcome back. It's good to see you.
Welcome back.
Yeah. All right. So I went to my fabulous new Gita Oracle and I got pretenders. Okay. Those who restrain the working senses but continue to dwell on sense objects delude themselves and are called pretenders. This is too much focus on material and not enough on spiritual, because that's just kind of the energy that I'm getting. I'm not necessarily getting this. It's more of a fear is what I'm picking up on. Because I did get the enlightenment card for you. I just pulled this for Chow. And this tells me that you are incredibly spiritual. Okay. Your crown chakra is ready to start working for you. This is the Sahasrara. It's connected to your well-being, your mind and your body and your spirit. And all energy blocks here keep you from connecting to source and focusing more on the spiritual crown and less on the material one. So, again, I'm going to say the same thing to you as I said to Zhao. You might want to set a clear goal of how you would like to connect to your higher self. You might want to choose to be a healer or develop a specific modality. We've got a lot of them at the Academy. You may simply choose just to meditate if you want to, just to begin. And you can probably maybe find your psychic ability through meditation. But the divine wants to connect with you. It's knocking on the door. Okay, so open yourself up consciously to opportunities that are going to help you reach your goals, because that's the way that we can enjoy living life on earth. Is you can't achieve bliss if it's just all about the stuff. It has to be it's an inner journey that we're taking while we're here. That's the most important aspect of being in the human body. Okay, so I got the enlightenment card for you. You're very spiritual. Look into that. Okay, they want you to start developing those gifts. And then my tarot exploded. The first thing I got was that you're clinging to something from the past. That's the issue here. There's some kind of money trauma from your past, is what they're telling me, that's keeping you from attaining the material life that you're looking for, because this is you. You're the Queen of Pentacles is extremely materially responsible. She's kind of like Jacqueline. Okay. She's got all of her ducks in a row financially, and she's very responsible and she's very educated. And you know how she's literally looking at the pentacle with care. You can see the little rabbits there in the corner. Those represent fertility and abundance. So your needs will be met, but there's something from the past blocking you. I got that what you need to do is you need strength. I got the Ace of Swords. You need discipline to complete your goals. So concentrate on a course of action. Logic and order are needed here, and something positive will materialize from your situation. But you need to take action on your ideas and kind of rethink your idea of the successful projects and goals that you have for yourself this year. Because I did get the reverse victory card. So this thing from the past, this fear that you might still be carrying around, is keeping you from reaching your goals. Okay. Oh, she says, that's so true. So spot on. Yeah. I'm scared to start. Okay. Here's the thing. Tanys has been asking me to teach a tarot course. I should probably just do it. You can learn from me. It's not scary. I promise. I got into it because I was going through a tower moment. Okay. And of course I pulled a tower and I looked at that and went, ah! But my material crown needed to be knocked off before my spiritual crown could take its place. And that's kind of what I feel is going on for you. Don't be scared of this stuff. It's literally just it's your higher self and your guides trying to use this tool to work with you and for you. And it also gives you a great heads up. Like, I had a really crazy thing happen to me this month. I had a tarot reading from a friend, and she said, this thing's going to happen. It's bad, but look this is the outcome. And that is what's getting me through every day. Okay. Even though we have bad things happen to us, if we're prepared for them and we can kind of see a way out, it's actually a really beautiful thing. I understand now. Okay, good. I'm scared of delivering wrong messages. Okay, that's all about being connected to source. That's why I pulled this card. When you're connected to source, you know where your messages are coming from and you can discern fact from fiction. I was scared to give people wrong advice too. And then I got into it and it was like, I was right. And then I'm giving you a hard reading right now. And you're like, spot on. Okay. It's kind of a negative reading. I've given a couple today so far, but sometimes you have to share that information and not be afraid to express it, because that's what that person needs to hear from their guides at that moment in their life. I wish I'd had this earlier in my life. It would have made things a lot. I mean, I still would have dealt with a lot of issues, but it would have made it easier for me to navigate emotionally and mentally if I had these tools available. So don't be scared of them. They're there to help you and they're there to connect you. All right. That's what I have for you. I know Tanys and Jacqueline have a lot more. Welcome back. And it's so good to see you. Wishing you lots of love on your journey, hon.
Hi, Jali. Yes, I understand that fear of being afraid to deliver the wrong messages, but we remind you, right? Just as we do often on here, that every decision we make can change the outcome.
Yep.
Right. So all we do is give you the most probable outcome based on where you are right now. If you go out and you make a big decision to turn left or right, it could change what we've told you, right? And that's just based on how things happen. And, you know, as long as you're prefacing any of your readings with that kind of a framework, right? Then there are no wrong ones, because there are infinite possibilities that can happen. You're in this kind of thing. We're giving you the most probable outcomes based on where you're at right in this moment. Okay. So if you go and you jump into doing card readings, that's what you tell your people, right? Because then it's not so scary, right? And then you'll gain confidence as you go. That's what happened with us. You just jump in with that framework, and then you start to gain confidence, and you realize, and you get all of this confirmation from the people that you're reading to, and it comes through. Okay. But it is important to use discernment for sure and know where your messages are coming from. So that's all stuff that you can learn to put in a framework if you're interested. Okay. So they're telling you to get your power back. That is what the cards are saying. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take your power back, right? Tap into that. Crystals are coming through for you. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your worry and fear for them. I am looking after them. I being Michael, not me. I could, but you know. So your loved ones are safe. So I feel like there's a lot of worry for you about a few people in your life, maybe lives. They maybe have been multiple lifetimes. I would go with that because, you know, it came through like that. So, you know, these family members that you're worried about, just know, you know, you can call Michael in to be with you and to be with them. Worry a lot about my mom. Yeah. So know that They are safe. She is safe. Okay. No matter what happens, because we are infinite spiritual beings, she is safe. And other family. Yeah. Okay. Trust your angels. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Okay. So they're giving me a story about this. So for the family members, there's at least one that you think you've got it all figured out, what they should be doing. Trust the angels. They have it figured out. Okay. So trust them. They have perfect knowledge, but no ability to do anything here, right? We have the perfect ability to do stuff here, but we don't have perfect knowledge. So trust the angels, all right? That means listening with your heart. Listen to what they have to say, because I think you do have the ability to do that. You are intuitive, right? You just need to tap in and trust your intuition. Okay? There's a key for you coming. When you get that master key, your intuition's going to fly, all right? Your vibration is raising. And as we raise our vibration, we're able to really tap in more because you are a light to others. So be that light. Okay. Embracing the future. See the door there? That's an opportunity. So there's a door that's opening for you in the future, and it may be related to your spiritual path, but I actually think there might be like a business opportunity or career opportunity that's coming for you, that's coming up. So keep following the path. All right. In terms of areas for you to look at for the spiritual stuff, you have a great manifesting power. Okay, so use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So I feel like if you really use your visualization, that's really going to help you to manifest. I feel like you might be very connected to power animals. Okay, so talk to your power animals and look them up. I feel like you're getting them in dreams. So look up the metaphysical meaning or dream meaning of the animals that are coming to you in your dreams. All right. And then crystals. Please work with some crystals. They're calling to you. And for your intuition stuff, they're showing me fluorite. So this is a purple fluorite, but they're showing me fluorite. You can get them in blue, green, purple. Sorry, I know that's loud. Like you can get smaller ones like this, right? Fluorite for you is what's coming through. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Well, I know I pulled this card for you. Admit your vulnerabilities. I think part of what has been spoken about is maybe you're hiding things that need to be opened and looked at. Admit
like
it.
her spiritual
Be
gifts.
honest with you. Exactly. And you know what? We all know there's no such thing as failure. There's only opportunities. And I heard that there's some doors that are opening for you, opportunities to learn. You know, think back at a time where this didn't go as planned. And I know we have families who understand that, but you think about things that didn't go quite the way you expected. And now ask, what did you learn from that? There's a lesson there. Be open to your vulnerabilities. There are lessons to be learned. They're not failures. They're just opportunities.
Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for joining us, Jali. And we wish you lots of love and joy and healing on your journey. And it's always nice to connect with people that are also into spiritual practices, and don't be scared of them. We were all scared at first too. It's totally normal. All right. So our next question is from Miss Samantha, and I want to say hi to Ted Bricks. Good to see you.
Hey,
Hi
Bricks.
to Diggs BTW7. Hi, let's see. Oh, Denise joined us. Good to see you, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
And she says, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, ladies. We appreciate you too, Jolly.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Sending you
joining
lots
us.
of love.
Yeah, come back. Let us know how you're doing. And let's see, who else do we have here? Lots and lots of you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get to our next question, and it's Miss. See if I can find it. I'm glad that my comments are coming through. That's good. Samantha, love reading, please. You got it, girl. All right. Okay. So, Miss Samantha, you have divine intuition. That just seems to be the theme of this week's stuff. Okay. Your hunches are right when it comes to relationships. The High Priestess is inviting you to realize that, to appreciate the little everyday miracles that you're taking for granted, especially the miracle of feminine wisdom and power. She's appearing to you to answer the question about your relationship, and you should listen to your intuition and make sure that you're unclouded by desire for a particular outcome. Okay, you have intuition. You have this gift. Practice it. Use it in your relationships because it's there for you to tap into. When you feel inspired, you'll be inspiring. And one of the most attractive qualities about this is that when you focus on things that inspire you and you follow on those hunches, and okay, they're telling me you get goosebumps when you're right too. We do that. That's very, very common. They're showing me like your arms puckering. Okay. Listen to your divine intuition. You have it. It's there. Okay. So this is you. Okay. You are the High Priestess. Your hunches are correct. Don't ignore them, especially if you're getting dreams and visions and signs from spirit, because the next thing I got was the 8 of Roses, which is signals. Okay. The energy and love that you've been putting out comes back to you in a very positive way. So this can take a beautiful love affair is in your future. Okay. Because you are putting out the right signals. Pay attention to signs and symbols, including body language. They're as important as words. Make plans now and not later. Okay. Follow your bliss. You are putting out the right signals. You're going to attract the right person, but you have to use that divine intuition because that's there to help you. And I also got a huge yes card. It's a protection card. I got the 10 of Gems. Okay. True love is destined to be yours sooner rather than later. The relationship has been built securely from the ground up, will survive the test of time. Past ties and rich family traditions offer support and protection. An important holiday or other celebration could lead for new prospects for love, and seeds you planted in the past bear fruit now. This is a great time to start making important decisions. Okay. Start establishing your dynasty. Your success is assured if you invest in this person conservatively. Don't take a gamble when it comes to love because that's not in the cards for you. And then I said, what's the outcome? I got a really interesting one. So those were all positive cards. Love is coming your way. But I got the Death card. Okay. It says this basically is no, start again. Pick up your intuition. Pick up those signs and signals from spirit. Pay attention to your family and your traditions and whether or not this person really fits in with you. Okay. Because that is going to, this starting again is going to allow you to transform yourself and putting the past in the past and believing that you can find love again. So don't speak about old relationships or even old times. Concentrate on what's happening now and what may be. Appreciate all the good things in your life and look to a new tomorrow. Hope never dies unless we let it die. So what is passing away that served as a catalyst for transformation in your life? Karmically, you were helped to open new doors that you may have otherwise overlooked. And poet Alfred Lord Tennyson said, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Don't give up. Okay. So this is a no but card. You are an amazing, loving person. Use the signs and signals. Use your energy to attract that like energy back to you. But no, and this is what I tell everybody who's empathic and loving, you're going to attract flies and butterflies. Imagine a light at night and it's covered with moths and what's out there? The spiders are there and they're there to catch the bugs, right? So you've got the spiders, you've got the bugs, but you also get the thing like the butterflies so basically what they're saying is you're going to attract both negative and positive energies. Use your divine intuition to discern the difference between those two. and you're going to find a really amazing partner and have a very successful relationship. But those things need to be done first. Okay. I know Tanys and Jacqueline have more for you. And oh, you said so true. That car follows me around a lot. High Priestess. Yeah. It's because your higher self's going, practice that intuition. It's like a muscle. If we don't practice it, it withers. So we have to build it up. Okay. I always speak about old times. I won't do it anymore. Oh, good. Yeah. Just look toward the future. Unless you're in a very, very deep conversation with that person and they say, I noticed this thing about you and I was wondering what that was about. You can share, well, this happened in my past and it's something that I'm working for. If it's constructive and not intrusive, it will be taken well. But it's always best to kind of start with a fresh slate when it comes, especially at the beginning of relationships. You don't want to bring your ex into the fray, or your exes into the fray, depending on what you've been through, because that can kind of muddy the waters at the very beginning. That's something that occurs much later. You really have to trust that person on a mental and emotional level before really opening up like that. In which case, just kind of keep it to yourself and use that divine intuition, because you've got it in spades, hun. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love as you navigate this energy. And I know Tanys and Jacqueline have more for you.
Absolutely. Hi, Samantha. Yeah, I had the endings thing too. So change. Okay. Endings bring new beginnings. And that's what's coming. New beginning. Okay. This says emotional fulfillment. You're tying up loose ends is what you're doing right now. So I feel like it's like an energetic loose end for you. I'm not sure whether you're still in that sort of space in terms of being connected to somebody, but I think it's gone. But I think energetically you need to just cut the cords there. All right. So that you can tie those loose ends off, because you are in a time of change. And if you look on there, it says good fortune right in the middle. All right. New ideas, learning, good fortune, fun. That's what you focus on. Not about the past stuff, all right? Because you are going to be having someone come in, and it's going to involve heart-to-heart conversations. You're going to honestly discuss your feelings with each other, all right? So encouraging you to be really open with that person and flirt, okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's how you're going to bring them in. Because when this person does come in, this could be the one. This actually says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. So I have a feeling you've already seen him, you've met him somewhere along the way, and it's going to like spark differently next time you see them. And then it's going to move pretty quickly, because I got the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of engagement, and the wedding card. So whoever this next one is the one, right? But like Michelle said, right? Listen to your intuition. The person you're looking for, I asked for a little bit of information. They're humanitarian, calm, idealist, generous, selfless, intuitive, supportive, influential, and magnetic. And a positive person, okay? They may be a Pisces or have some Pluto in their chart, okay? So that's an idea. And I don't know if you have children or whether they have children, but somewhere children is involved in all of this. So either that or you will have children, one or the other, okay? So there's children involved in whatever this relationship is that's coming. I have a feeling he may have some. Okay. Anyway, it looks pretty awesome. So I wish you lots of love and luck with that, Samantha. Listen to your intuition though, right? He needs to be this one. That'll be the right one. Okay. You're on mute, Jacqueline.
I pulled a couple of cards. The first one I picked was take a step back. And I'm not sure if it's take a step back to figure out, is this the time? Take a step back. Is it, are the relationships that you currently have they been taken care of? Have you decided where you want to go and what happens to that. And then I decided to pull another one, and it's retreat. But retreat means it's about you. It's about you when you retreat. You take those long, deep breaths, and then you decide, what are you looking for? So unapologetically, you'll decide my qualities and what quality am I looking for? So whoever that main person in my life will be, you've already written down because you decided to track it. You're tracking who you want. You've written down, it's like the recipe. What is it that you need, want, so that the one that steps in is exactly what you wrote about. Perhaps those are things to consider. Be unapologetical. What is that word? Oh my gosh.
Unapologetic. Yeah, I like unapologetical though. I think that's great.
I do too.
I think that's a great word, Jacqueline.
I think we should.
Go
I
in
think
the
we should coin that.
Unapologetical.
Yes.
That'd be a great domain name. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ah. See,
All sorts of ideas.
Look
See?
at what you've done, Samantha. Look at what you've done. Yeah. So write down what you're looking for. You'll find it.
Yeah.
I love that we got good cards for her. We needed that. So thank you for joining us, Samantha, and bringing your good energy here so we can,
Awesome.
yeah, we can give you some great advice. So we have one more. It's Ted Bricks.
Mhm.
Okay. I just want to know if I'm still on the right path. Okay. Well, I got a few cards that I think can provide some clarification for you. The first one I got was the Nine of Wands. You're kind of overly concerned about being hurt. Okay, you see how he's kind of, he's got all of the wands behind him. He's turned it into a fence and he's on the lookout. If you go to most forts that are made in North America, they're like these giant old growth trees and they usually put spikes on top of them. That's kind of the energy I got when I looked at this and how your approach to life is at the current moment. So you need to be aware of the walls that you're putting up, because what that's causing is, I got the reverse Three of Wands. It's causing unrealistic expectations, failed projects or goals. And, you know, you're losing faith. You need to take kind of a step back from this overly cautious, like protective energy. I'm like, I see you going like this, like you're protecting yourself from something. And we've all had traumas. Okay. I get that. I've been in this stage too. So I asked, okay, what can Ted Bricks basically do in order to move and navigate through this kind of stuck energy that I'm feeling, these past hurts that are coming up that are causing you to kind of not see things the way they need to be? I got the King of Swords. Stepping into this type of persona. The King of Swords, he's a very skillful negotiator. He's a leader. He makes fair decisions. But he doesn't involve his feelings in his decision making. He removes the feelings. The way that I describe him is kind of like an eagle. During a storm, if you've ever been around chickens, they will peck the living crud out of each other in fear. Especially if they're outside, they need to be put in like separate pens, and there's a whole thing that happens with storms. Eagles fly above the storm, wait, and then land. And while they're there, they can see the whole picture. You're being asked to see the whole picture and not just your perspective based on past trauma, is what they're telling me, because that's clouding your ability to move forward in a more positive, successful way. Okay, so taking on this persona, this leadership persona, this how do I say this? Pragmatic, very, I want to say it's removing your emotions from it. Okay. You're seeing it from a clearly mental perspective and not an emotional one. That can kind of help you work through this kind of stuck energy that I'm feeling. And it's going to make your life a lot easier. You're not going to feel like you're carrying the world on your shoulders. Okay. You're going to be able to drop some of those things. Okay. Because when I get the Ten of Wands, you're not seeing the results of your hard work. Okay. You're trying to exert too much control over the outcome. Okay. So in taking on this more mental perspective with the King of Swords, you'll be able to better navigate yourself and what you're doing moving forward. Okay. So I'm not saying that you're on the right or the wrong path. What I am saying is that you need to make some adjustments on your course and how you're seeing things and viewing things around you, because you're not seeing the full picture, is what they're telling me. Okay. You're only seeing little pieces of it based on your personal experience. And when you are able to expand your view of what's going on, you're able to make much better decisions that promote you and what you're trying to do. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Ted Brooks. I'm sending you lots of love. I know Tanys and Jacqueline have more for you.
Hi, Ted Brooks. Good to see you again. So yes, I have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. All right. So you've got some fear. They're telling you that it's not time yet. All right. So I'm not saying you're on the right track or not, but you need to be patient. I feel like there's some stuff that's going to come to fruition, but you need to be patient about it. Okay. The opportune moment will come, because don't settle for less, right? I think there's something that you have been, like Michelle said, overthinking. And it may be because you don't feel worthy. But you are.
Yes.
Okay. You are worthy. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. So don't give up. Okay. You may be faced with a decision. That decision needs to be about you. Okay. You need to choose your heart. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy, because you deserve it. So there's really a worthiness thing coming through for you, right? You do need to know that you're so worthy, right? You are a divine being we're a spiritual being in a physical body, right? And we are divine spiritual beings. So you wait with that decision, you're going to be starting to renew your life. You're going to get rid of some of the clutter. Mental clutter is what it feels like for me, because I feel like that is, Michelle mentioned controlling. So when we go into our head instead of our heart to make decisions, we want to try to control things. And we try to focus, and we're almost focusing too much on one option and not the other. Because I got this one here. Okay. Because you're trying to be this overachiever, right? It's that perfectionist thing coming in. And when we do that, we're trying to control things too much. And we make decisions with our head and not our heart. When we do that, it's not always going to be the best outcome. Okay. So they're advising you, follow your soul path. That was the next one I got. Tap into that spiritual side of yourself. Okay. You are independent. You do have an awareness about you. So go into withdraw from things for a little bit and reflect on what's going on. Okay. I don't mean like days. I mean like withdraw for an hour or whatever. Do some meditation. You need to meditate on this decision for a little while. All right. You may need to do a little bit of research, increase your knowledge before you make your decision. But ultimately, they're encouraging you to embrace your life purpose, right? Because when you embrace your life purpose and you start to trust that divine life purpose, you step into your fullness, okay? You've already planted the seeds. You know what you need to do. You've planted those seeds. They're going to start to come to fruition. But in order for that to happen, you need to be able to feel playful and light about what's happening. To do that, tapping into your heart space is how you're going to do that. All right. And how to get there when you haven't been there for a while is play. Time to play. Embrace the lighter side of things. All right. And that's going to help you to rise above. Right. We always talk about this lotus coming out of the mud. So when you start to follow your life purpose and tap into that spiritual side of yourself and stop trying to overthink and control, you're going to rise up out of the mud. Okay? And you're going to end up stepping into the spotlight because you have a message to share. And it's time for you to make those decisions for you so that you can share the beautiful message and share that beautiful heart of yours. Okay? Hope that's helpful. Take care.
Wow. Wow, on track. The first card I pulled for you, Ted Bricks, was be creative. Be creative in where you want to go. Allow yourself to see a vision. And whether you sing or dance, find a way to be creative, because I also pulled this one. Thunder drum. Start beating the drum. Catch the vibe, because you are on the right track. You just want to be fun, have fun, beat your drum. It's about time you did, don't you think? You're so incredibly unique in who you are and what you do. Allow yourself to be loud and proud. Maybe it's about writing your memoir. Have you thought about that? That could be interesting, because you are the author of your own storyline. I pulled that one for you. Being creative and your drum. That seems like an extraordinary way to be on the right path, don't you think?
And I love that you said drum, because I just got one. I've inherited one, I should say. It's got little raccoons on it.
Oh,
Isn't that
that's
beautiful?
so cute.
It's a Native
my God, I
American
love it.
drum. Yeah, it's handcrafted with rawhide and yellow cedar. And it's just
Beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous. And this person, she'll do your pet's portraits, or, she does acrylic paintings on drum shields and canvas. But yeah, and she's based out of
Beautiful.
Olympia here in Washington. But yeah, drum.
Beautiful.
All right. So, Ted Bricks, we're sending you lots of love as you continue on your journey. Good to see you, Shem. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Shem.
And yeah, can you guys believe it's been over an hour?
I don't know where the time goes.
Oh, I know where it went.
All right.
Went to delivering beautiful messages to wonderful people.
We did. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. We're sending you all so much love. I'm going to go ahead and sign us off. But before I go, I wanted to share next week, we are going to have Jenna Matlin on, and she is the author of Will You Give Me a Reading? She does tarot for a living. Okay. She's been doing it for a very long time. It's a wonderful book, lots of tarot techniques and tutorials and tips. And she has the best networks and classes and things like that. I've worked with her before. She's just a fantastic teacher and tarot expert. And so this is a bestseller, you guys. It's pretty incredible. And she's going to be on. She's going to talk a little bit about her book and give readings, so you can see and hear from her next week. So that's exciting. And I just wanted to thank our other author on the show today, Jacqueline. Thank you for joining us. And everyone go out and buy her book. It's Yoga for Your Personal Finances. It's absolutely wonderful. She is the queen of Hatha Yoga. And she knows how to, blend the material with the spiritual in a wonderful and unique way. So definitely check that out. And I'm just going to sign off. My name is Michelle Marie. I am both a Western and Vedic astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. My social handle is astrological tarot. Pretty simple. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm Tanys Coughlan, founder of the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am super happy that you shared your energy with us tonight. Lots of beautiful love and energy. Join us again next week, and stay tuned on twillowlifestyle.ca for any upcoming workshops and events that are coming soon. See you soon.
And I'm Jacqueline Richards, and I hope we're all going to celebrate International Women's Month, because that's a time.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm Jacqueline Richards, the Wealthy Yogini, and I'm so happy to be here, both spiritually and very spiritually. Very spiritual.
All right. We're sending you all lots of love. Take care.
Lots of
See you
love,
next
everyone.
week.
Bye.